Hey everybody, in this quick video, we will give you a sneak peek of the games coming to Wicked6 Hack and Chat this March 27th through the 29th. This unique global experience is open to all genders, but dedicated to showcasing and celebrating amazing women in technology from around the world. Get ready to be inspired by female thought leaders and innovators, and to engage in high energy competition across several thrilling tech games designed for you to compete on. It's more than a conference. It's a collection of global tech games for connection, learning, and competitive fun. So courtesy of Haiku, the Wicked6 competition will feature a CTF game for newbies and intermediate level. Today, I
Hey
have
everyone.
with me Joel DeCero, a Haiku expert who will share more about his company and provide some information as well as a quick demonstration of the Haiku game. Welcome, Joe.
Hey, thank you for having me, Jessica. Pleasure to be here.
I am excited to learn more about what Haiku has going on this year. Can you first, let's start with a little bit about you. Tell us about your journey into cyber and what your role is all about.
Yeah, so I'm actually a career change. I wanted to be a chiropractor when I grew up, but I quickly changed over to cybersecurity and IT because I just found more interest to it. It was more accessible to me at the time, and I never looked back, to be honest. I started off with a small size managed services provider, security company that provides security for 10 to 15 clients. And there's where I learned my basic networking skills, how to set up a server, connect routers and switches, and configure all the way up to the point to a Cisco router and virtual LAN networks, etc. So that was my starting point. And then I eventually got into more deeper into cybersecurity. I became a security analyst for a few years, and that's where I found my passion, truly, finding vulnerabilities, patching them, responding to security threats and security incidents, and then talking to executives on what are the next best steps. With Haiku, now I'm more on the business development side, but I also manage the team that actually develops the content you see now on Haiku. So Haiku, number one, is we train, educate, and we simulate. And all it's a simulated platform that runs on the Unity game-based engine, and it's very lightweight compared to your traditional cyber range or virtual machine where you have to remote desktop protocol RDP or SSH into. It's just a video game. You jump in and you start playing. The story with Haiku is we actually started back in 2021, and we wanted to build a platform or a solution that trains individuals at the same way. They have fun and it's engaging, similar to like Duolingo, right? You just pick up the game, you press play, and you learn as you go through game-based learning engineering versus the traditional academia where you sit through a lecture, the instructor, professor assigns you homework, assigns you a lab to do when you get home, but there's a delay. There's a delay in number one consequence, and there's a delay in the feedback loop. Where video games give you instant feedback loop, instant consequences. So you're continuously learning as you engage more and more with the video game. I'm going to
Excellent.
pause there.
No, that's a lot to take in, but it's very different. The Haiku game is very different than others in the market because of that video game approach. So this is a wonderful experience for the attendees of Wicked6. Now, your competition, your game is going to be available Friday and Saturday and running around the clock for 24 hours so we can support the global audience. You're going to have some support available in the Discord, is that correct? And then there's some in-game support?
Absolutely. We're going to have around the clock support throughout the entire event at Wicked6. That's going to be me and my team, as well as post support as well. There's going to be a few awards if you want to talk about that as well for the
Yes.
winners. We're going to provide free access to Haiku for an entire year for the winners. And you can also join our Discord, our community, where we help out with not just with our particular product and training education, but just your career. We have individuals on our Discord that are already in the profession, have a job. They're security analysts, they're engineers, and we guide individuals who either coming out of high school, college, or maybe you already in the workforce, but you want a career change, you want to get into cyber. We got individuals like that.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Okay, so let's focus on the game here that they're going to be playing at Wicked 6. Can you tell us anything specifically about that game? And is it team? Is it solo? What skills is it going to focus on? Does the player need anything? Tell me a little bit about what you have planned.
So it's going to be solo for this particular competition. We do have multiplayer capability, but we had to show it for now. So for Wicked 6, it's going to be mainly solo on your own. You can collaborate if the Wicked 6 rules allow for, but if you want to be strictly competitive, it's going to be solo. And if you don't mind, I can share my screen now.
Sure, go right ahead.
All right.
Is there anything specific they should have loaded on their computer to play?
So the computer, no. The great thing about
Okay.
Haiku, it's completely browser based. Hardware wise, you just need 4 gigabytes of RAM maximum. You could actually run this on an iPad or tablet. However, preferably attach a keyboard to it. You actually could run this on your cell phone, but not recommended if you want to be competitive. You want that keyboard to get that hands-on skills and start typing away those commands as fast as possible. Let's see. Let me share my screen here. All right. You see my screen okay?
We do now.
Excellent. All right. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to log in, right? You're going to go to play.haikuinc.io, and then you're going to sign up now. You're just going to put in your first, last name, email address. Think of a quick, fun username, your password. Very straightforward sign up process. Once you're in and your account's created, you're going to see our dashboard, right? You can change the color. You go from light mode, dark mode. You're going to head over to the learning pathways section here on the left-hand side. You're going to go ahead and navigate to the left-hand side panel here and click on learning paths. You're going to see several different learning pathways. For the introductory level and beginners, you're going to click on the Intro to Cybersecurity course. As you click here and navigate through the course, you're going to go ahead and start on the first module here and then navigate through all the chapters. This is about 10 hours of content. I'm going to go ahead and click on the first one so you can get a brief introduction to the objectives. You can either go full screen or keep it there minimized in the center of the screen. As it finishes loading up, you're going to have your objectives here on the top left corner. This is a very basic introductory level module. You're just going to execute your first command on this Linux-based command line interface and learn the basics of Linux commands and all the different Linux arguments. You can go off the beaten path and do your own thing. You can open up several different terminals at once. You can actually mess around with the UI UX here, move the dialogue of the non-playable character.
Now,
Then you can start playing around with the terminal, going through your basic Linux commands. It's very high fidelity, so you can even use shortcuts like tab if you type in just a few letters of the word of the file you're trying to navigate through, and do your thing while you're completing the objectives. I'm going to hop on over to the capture the flag learning pathway. And here we are. So again, go ahead and skip the beginner level if you've done a capture the flag before. If you haven't, highly recommend you take this module first. So we're going to jump into the intermediate level CTF. We call it Operation Coffee Drip. And
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty catchy. So the non-playable character is going to give you a quick debrief.
I like this.
All right, this is we call her Kona. It's an acronym, and we have Rascal as well, who's our AI. So they're going to guide you through the whole process, tell you exactly what you need to do, what are the rules of engagement, how to actually capture a flag, the parameters you need to ingest into the command line interface in order for it to count, right? We have our 4 objectives here. You're going to submit the domain name for the gaming website as you go through your reconnaissance and to discover the web server here. Then you're going to submit the value of the cracked hash using either John the Ripper or Hydra password cracking tools. Submit the discovered username after running Hydra, and then submit the contents of the 4th and final flag. So you got 4 flags here. The non-playable character Kona, again, it's going to direct you through the whole process. I'm not going to go any further because I don't want to spoil anything. But again, have fun. Feel free to reach out if you get stuck.
Amazing visuals. I love this. Joe, thank you for that demonstration. Any final words for our audience out there? Any tips or advice going forward?
Number one, don't give up, no matter how frustrating it may be when you feel stuck for a long period of time. Challenge yourself, read the instructions again if you need to, the objectives. And if you do get stuck and are frustrated to the point where I need help and none of the hints are really helping you, the built in hints within Haiku, then reach out to us. Reach out to us on Discord. We're going to help you as much as we can without giving you the answer because we still want you to be challenged, right? And learn something and take away something from this experience. But with that being said, you're going to have fun. Just jump in. It's a video game. Play.
Perfect. Thank you, Joe. Have a wonderful day, and we look forward to seeing you at Wicked 6.
Thank you, Jessica. Looking forward to it.
And